Hello, I was talking to my personal trainer this morning about Christmas and time off. And what she said to me, I thought I must tell you about this because she said people start looking for personal training on Christmas Day. So she said it's like they get to Christmas, they've done Christmas, that's out of the way. So on to the next thing, which is, right, what am I going to do in January? I'm going to lose some weight or I'm going to get fit. And she says, honestly, it's quite noticeable that people do start looking straight away. And it got me thinking, is that true of our clients too? And I saw a very interesting post last week from Koala VA who asked, will you be posting on Christmas Day? And I think for many of us, or most of us, the answer is probably no. But Samantha was saying, actually, there's an awful lot of people who do look on Christmas Day, who do start shopping. And of course, we know this, don't we? Because every year we see that people are going out to the Boxing Day sales, for example. So people are actually looking. But I wonder, will you be posting on Christmas Day? Have you planned that into your schedule? And how can you possibly do that if perhaps you want to be focusing on taking time off and having time away from social media? And I think the thing that comes up for me when I think about this is burnout, and that we can be putting stuff out on social media day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. And we get to the festive period and we think, I'm just going to take some time out. I really need to not look at social media for a while. And believe me, I do get it. And I know that I've been actually getting a little bit of burnout in my social media. And the reason I can tell it's happening or has been happening is I've been doubting myself. I've been worrying about engagement. I've been struggling to have ideas, for example. And those are all signs that you're beginning to get a bit burned out. So I'm really looking forward to having some time off over Christmas. And believe me, I won't be spending a lot of time creating posts. I'll turn off and that's it. The computer will go off and I won't open it again for a few days. But alongside that can come this fear of falling behind. And you can begin to think, well, if I'm not posting, maybe that means that people will be going elsewhere or looking at other people's posts and I'm going to lose my followers. And you start overthinking and catastrophizing about it. And those are all signs that actually it's really a good moment to take a break. But how can we ensure that we stay consistent for our clients and for our potential clients? Because we do need to take time off, but how can we ensure that we are still reaching people? Because, like my PT said, people are going to be looking. And if we're producing relevant content that speaks to them in their situation, they may well then consider us as a possibility for their therapy. So what do we do about it? So how can you stay visible on social media when you want to have time off effectively and you want to avoid burnout? And this is where the technology can really be your friend. So for me, I use the Meta Business Suite. And what I do is I do use it to schedule my posts ahead of time. The Meta Business Suite also tells me when it's most likely that my users will be active, so I can find a good time to post as well. And I can do that in advance. So I would really recommend this. So you don't have to miss out on those clients who are going to be looking on Christmas Day, because you can arrange for your post to appear on Christmas Day and you're still tucking into your turkey. You don't need to worry about having to write something and post it on the day. I mean, it's nice if you want to do something spontaneous, like take a photo of you blowing your Christmas whistle and with your Christmas hat on and say Happy Christmas. If that's you, if that's something that you celebrate, that's you being authentic and you can share that on your page. Don't let me put you off. But you can also schedule stuff in advance that is focused towards your clients and maybe contains an element of this is how you get in touch with me, I can help you, and something about the sort of issues that you help people with. So that's something that you can schedule in advance. If you've already done some posts like this, you can reuse them. So it might be worth going back and seeing what you've done in the past, what's worked in terms of the people that you've tried to reach out to. Have you got posts where you've had someone who's actually contacted you? So reuse what you've done in the past. You can repurpose posts. So perhaps you had one for the summer holidays where you can repurpose that for the Christmas holidays. You don't need to post with the same frequency that perhaps you'd be posting if you were at work every day. You could cut down the number of posts, but still have a few posts coming out. Because what consistency does is it gives the people who are reading the message that you are around for the long term. You're there, you're going to carry on posting, you're reliable, they can rely on you. So that's the reason why it's quite useful to actually think about posting and having material that's coming out while you're away. But you can also communicate with people and say you're going to be taking a break and therefore you won't be responding to messages quite as quickly. And if you are using something like Instagram or Facebook business pages, you can also set up your own messenger to actually answer people automatically. So as soon as they send you a message, they get a response saying, I'm currently away from the office, I will return on such and such a date and I will get in touch with you then. And then they know they're not forgotten. And you can set that up automatically in Messenger. So that's another way that the technology can help you. So you can be taking time off knowing that the clients are going to be looked after. And how to get them into your Messenger app is to say, if you're looking for therapy, if this is of interest to you, please message me. And you can actually, if you say on Facebook, you can put a message me button at the bottom of your post. So use those facilities that are available to you to help you manage your social media over the festive period. But it is okay to take time off. So if you want, you could just do a post and say, I'm going to be out of the office for this long. Just let people know. It's up to you. You don't have to post if you don't want to. But there are ways of posting where you can actually be away from the screen, but you've still got things happening. And that's what I do with scheduling the posts. And then the other thing to think about, if you are going to take time off, is how to get things going again when you come back. So you might reduce the frequency of your posts, or you might stop posting altogether. And what I will do in those situations is I'll make the first few posts that I do when I come back the very engaging posts. So the ones that tend to do less well and have less engagement, but which is still quite useful to let people know about, are where you're talking about perhaps a specific problem and the way that people might look after themselves with a specific problem. I always find those don't go as far as something that is more engaging and funny and fun. So yesterday I posted on my social media Facebook page a silly calendar for December. And that's quite an engaging thing because it's just joking about what December's like. It's just things that make you laugh. So if you can find some posts like that that are going to engage your followers and make it obviously relevant to January, because you'll be posting again in January, then that will help to get your social media engagement back up again, because people will see that and it's easy for them to answer and it's quite fun to join in. So think about engaging posts for when you come back, and that will get your social media going again. So just a few thoughts there to help you still to have time to rest, still to overcome any social media burnout that you might have, but also keep your followers engaged, let them know that you're available and that you're open for business come the new year, and so that they know that they can still turn to you and find you, and that you're looking after them, because if they're communicating via a messenger, you can set up, say, a messenger bot to reply to them. So the reason I'm telling you all this is because my podcast this week is all about this. It's got ideas for January as well to help you organise your social media for January and how to cope with taking time off in December. So that's coming out on Thursday if you'd like to listen to it. That's the Good Enough Counsellors podcast. So thanks very much for being here. I look forward to reading your comments later. And take care of yourself and take care and have some time off. Okay, bye for now.